Hi, everybody. We want to welcome you to our live Q&A session here at Bethel University in Mishawaka, Indiana. My name's Christine Dickinson, and I am the Director of Admissions here at Bethel. And we're going to be discussing tonight everything that you need to know about transitioning from high school to college. Specifically, we want you to know that it is not too late to come to Bethel for this fall semester. So whether you're joining us on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, please drop your questions in the comments and we'll try and get to them throughout the night. So before we get started, let me have my co-hosts introduce themselves. We'll start with you.
My name is Elena, and I am the Associate Director of Admission Recruitment here at Bethel, and next month will hit my 5 years here.
Yay.
5 years.
Yes, thank you.
I am Sabrina. I'm the Director of Student Financial Services, so anything to deal with money and financial aid, that's me. I've worked here for about 7 years now, and I also went to school here.
Awesome. My name is Kristen with a C. I also went to school here. I graduated 10 years ago, and I've been working here for the last 8 months as an admissions counselor.
Double
Flies.
And off camera monitoring our comments is...
I'm Ashlyn. I'm the Associate Director of Enrollment Systems, so I basically oversee the database that stores all your info for your application. And I've been here for 7 years.
Fantastic. Thank you, Ashlyn. All right, so we're going to start with Elena. Tell us a little bit about Bethel. Who are we? What sets us apart? What do we have to offer? What makes us unique?
Yes, so as you mentioned earlier, we are a small Christian university in Mishawaka, Indiana. So if you've never heard of Mishawaka, that is okay. We are just right outside of South Bend, Indiana, so right like north central, so pretty close to Michigan as well. So as I mentioned, smaller Christian university. I always like to say that we are unapologetically Christian and that you are going to see faith interwoven throughout your entire Bethel experience, whether that's in the classroom. We have a little over 50 different majors to choose from. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Or whether it's on the athletic field, you've got professors and coaches praying for you. You've got athletic groups hosting devotionals with one another. We've got chapel on Monday and Friday mornings with worship and with guest speakers. You're going to have that interwoven throughout your entire Bethel experience. And then another thing that we have here is a mentoring program, which I feel like, as you asked, something that kind of makes us unique is that mentoring program. Students at the beginning of each year sign up saying that they want to be mentored by a faculty or staff member. And then faculty and staff members on the flip side are asking if they would like to be mentored or if they would like to mentor a student. So then students are paired up with a mentor, and all throughout the school year they meet weekly or bi-weekly just to check in. How can they pray for you, encourage you? Do you want to do a Bible study? Let's grab coffee. Let's grab lunch in the dining commons. A lot of ways that they can have that mentor-mentee relationship. And you've mentored before, Christine, and Sabrina, you've also mentored. So you want to share your experience with that?
Yeah, I have mentored officially about 5 girls. Sometimes I've had more than one going at the same time. I keep in touch with all of them still. It's just a really good way to stay connected. You know, admissions isn't always front lines with our current students. We're focused more on prospective students. So it's a really good way to keep it to the current student body and just, you know, be a sounding board. Sabrina actually is a mentor to
Your daughter.
my daughter.
Yeah. So financial aid, we kind of sit in the office and some students don't come see us a lot. So it's nice to finally connect with students. And I'm basically family with Kaylee and went to her wedding. So it's a nice opportunity to get to know other students.
Awesome.
Okay, Kristen,
Yes.
question for you. If I haven't applied to Bethel yet, can I still apply? How does that work? What does the application process look like? Tell me that.
Well, darn tootin' you can still apply, and we hope that you do. Gets me every time. You can head to our website, which is betheluniversity.edu. Super simple. Head to the website anytime. There is a button on our home screen that says apply. All you got to do is click that. That will lead you to our online application. And as daunting as it may seem to apply to college, we make it super simple for you. It takes about 10 minutes to fill out from start to finish. It's all online and it's completely free. So as big of a deal as it might seem, it's super simple and it's a simple step to get the ball rolling. After you do that, we're also going to need your high school transcript. So you'll want to send that to admissions@betheluniversity.edu. And most of the time that's it. We are test optional here at Bethel. So that means that we usually don't need ACT scores, SAT scores, anything like that unless you want to submit them. Some exceptions to that could be if you have below a 2.5 GPA or you're planning on going into the nursing program, then they require the scores. But typically all we need to make that admission decision for you is your application and your transcript. It really is that simple. So really it's just that simple. Apply in 10 minutes, send us your transcript, and we should be able to get your admission decision to you in about a week. It goes pretty quickly. Yeah, so imagine you could be sitting on your couch a week from tonight, fully accepted at Bethel University. That would feel pretty cool, right?
Okay, so if they're accepted a week from now, when do classes start?
Yeah, classes start this year on August 22nd. That is a Thursday. So yeah, we've got
So
about
there's
that
still
much
time.
There's
still
plenty of
time. Still
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk money. Sabrina, how can a student afford to come?
Yeah, so we know that college is a big investment for students, and so we want to just make sure that you know that there's so much money out there that goes unspent for students and to pay for college. So Bethel, we offer so many different scholarships depending on your major, your academics, merit scholarship for when you get accepted to Bethel. We offer like leadership scholarships and then talent awards. So we do have a big population of athletes on campus, but we do also have art and music and theater scholarships as well. And we offer nursing scholarships. So there are scholarships out there. There's a whole list on our website, betheluniversity.edu, under the financial aid. We do always recommend completing the FAFSA, or the free application for federal student aid. I know this year was a hectic year with the FAFSA.
A little bit of a doozy.
They have been my emotional support staff here through
Been rough.
this. But the FAFSA now has become easier for families, and it allows more students to be eligible for free federal aid and state aid. So that is your first step to making college affordable. Complete the FAFSA. If you need help, our office is here to help you. We can walk through it with you. We can talk over the phone. We can do a Zoom call. Anything really, if you just need help, contact us.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Follow-up question.
Sure.
Isn't it too late to get financial aid?
Absolutely not. We have so many scholarships available to students, and 100% of our full-time traditional students receive some sort of financial aid. So just start the application process, and once you're accepted, then we can move forward with your financial aid.
Now, I heard a rumor that if a family gets their award letter and needs help understanding it, they can actually set up a Zoom session with one of your staff members. Is that true?
That is true.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Love that.
Fantastic. All right, so we're going to veer away from money for just a second. Elena, let's talk studies.
Great.
Tell us a little bit about the academics at Bethel and how Bethel supports its students academically.
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, we have a little over 50 different majors to choose from and a wide variety of minors as well. Most of our students tack on some type of minor or even double major if they wish, which is cool. Have 2 bachelor's degrees in 4 years. But some of our top programs, I would say, nursing, business, exercise science, education, engineering, Christian ministries, of course, being a Christian university, but really a wide variety in the liberal arts and sciences, STEM, and even in the fine arts division too. There are majors to choose from. When it comes to ways that students are supported academically, we do have a Center for Academic Success that works with students if they are bringing in any type of learning accommodations, or if you need extra testing time, if you need a quiet place to test, if students have dyslexia or ADHD, ADD, all of those, even if you think you might have something like that, they can work with you, figure out how best to support you so you don't fall behind or anything like that. And it's nice. Our class sizes are small, about 16 to 18. We just have around 1,000 to 1,100 students enrolled on campus, so it is a smaller community, but it helps, I think, with just the intentionality of our professors and even our coaches in making sure that students aren't falling through the cracks, and making sure that, hey, looks like something might be happening. Let's set up an appointment with Center for Academic Success. Or with our Learning Commons, we have free tutoring available for our students. Yeah, I'm looking at your face.
Free.
It's free.
What if I need to be tutored 5 times a week?
It's free. All you got to do is sign up.
Free.
Right online. Yes.
Free.
All
It's
right.
free for free, which is
All
nice.
right.
So
Okay.
some
We love
students
that.
only need it a couple of times a semester, or you can set up a weekly appointment with a tutor. It's that simple. It's a campus job as well. You're tutored by other Bethel peers. They've interviewed, they've been accepted for that job. So we have that resource available for students as well. And then professors, of course, offer office hours outside of the normal class time too. If you need to meet with a professor one-on-one, they're very flexible if you need to just meet with them and talk about a homework assignment or a test.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I actually knew it was free. My daughter's a tutor, and yeah, I know I did. I knew the answer to that one. My daughter's a tutor, and she said a really popular time to get tutoring is right around exam time.
Oh, that makes sense.
You can do group tutoring,
Yeah.
and so you can do like a study session, get ready for your exams. So that's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Kristen,
Yeah.
now the really important stuff that every student wants to know. Ready?
Money's
ready.
the important stuff.
Oh, no. Mom and dad want to know the money.
Right.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Students want to know, where am I going to live
Yep.
and where am I going to eat? So tell us about our housing and dining options at Bethel.
Yes, chef. So when it comes to housing, you'll have a lot of awesome living opportunities, from regular dorms to more apartment style living, for you and your classmates to enjoy. But if you're a freshman, you're most likely going to be put in some of our freshman housing options. So we have Oakwood Slater Hall for freshman guys, Shoup Hall for freshman ladies. And it's just a really great opportunity. As a freshman, you're experiencing so many things for the first time, you know? So you're living on campus with your classmates for the first time and getting used to school being your first time job and going on midnight pancake runs and maybe even like learning how to do your laundry for the first time in your life.
Well,
Okay, that was just me, but like,
It's
I
not
had to
just
learn
you.
how to
Okay,
do my laundry when I came
It was
here.
also me.
It's
Okay,
not
good.
just you.
It's not just me.
It's not just you.
Hallelujah. But we just love to put our freshmen together so that they can experience all the community building that freshman year has to offer. But you will have even more opportunities of where to live the further into your college career that you get.
now, did you live on campus?
I
When
did,
you were a student?
yeah.
Where did you live?
So I lived in 3 different places on campus while I was here. My freshman year, I was in Shoup Hall with the freshman ladies. My sophomore and junior year, I was in Tuckey Hall on the other side of campus. Quite liked that. And then my senior year, I lived in Founders Village, which is on campus apartment style housing. Loved that. I had my own little kitchen nook. It was super nice. So I love that. We've got a lot of good options that are super fun.
Very cool.
Now, as far as dining goes, we have several options as well. I would say most of our meals are probably enjoyed in our dining commons, which offers buffet style dining in a variety of different food stations. So it's a great catch-all place for your meals. Because whether you have dietary restrictions or no restrictions at all, some food allergies, or you're just in the mood for some like Reese's Puffs and milk for dinner,
Yes, please.
that was me. We've got
That's
you covered.
still me.
It's still me, honestly. Sometimes you just got to make a PB&J and feel like you're at home when you're at school. So that's a great place to enjoy all of that and more. We also have sufficient grounds, cafe on campus for some to-go meals that you can also use your meal swipes and Bethel Bucks for, but you can also get Starbucks there because we proudly serve Starbucks there. It's not an official franchise, so you the app can't be used there, but you can use Bethel Bucks and meal swipes there too to get any Starbucks drink that is currently on the Starbucks menu. So that is awesome, and I take advantage of that as a staff member as well. And last but not least, in fact, I am 100% saving the best for last. We are about to get Heritage Meeting House on this campus.
Woo-woo!
It's actually going to be in the lower level of Salem Hall, or dorms on campus, so the people who live there not going to have to go far. Heritage
Nice.
is a beautiful alumni-owned, well-loved coffee shop in the area, near and dear to our hearts. It offers handcrafted coffee drinks, coffee shop style food, including, guys, legit, not making this up, the best waffles I have ever had. Have you guys tried them?
I have not had their waffles.
Okay, well, we're
now I've
going-
had their cinnamon rolls. Have you had their cinnamon
I
rolls?
have not. Okay, so we're going there
Those
for
are good.
brunch when they open back
Yes,
up.
done.
That's already set.
Done.
But they will be here in, I believe, August. So soon you will be able to enjoy all the lovely, like, coffee, food, and plant vibes, because they have lots of plants there too. Just right here on campus, and they will be taking card, cash, and Apple Pay, I believe. So, yeah, lots of good options for where to live and where to eat.
I'm
And that's
super
just on the
excited.
campus, you know.
Super
we're-
excited to see
Yeah.
how they transform that
Yeah.
space that used to be
Same.
what some know as the Acorn. Okay, question. Favorite drink at Heritage?
Oh, I mixed it up a little bit, but I'm fond of the Bronte. They like to name their drinks after like literary authors and characters and things like that. So I like the Bronte, which is a lavender and vanilla latte, and I like to get it iced.
Very nice. I know your favorite because it's my favorite.
Chai.
Iced chai,
Chai
with
with
vanilla.
I
Mhm.
gotta try that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. They make the best chai. What about you?
I like the Shakespeare. So it is a caramel and vanilla latte. Typically do it iced. Or they also have an amazing affogato. So it's so good. It's just, it's espresso poured over vanilla ice cream, but it is,
And they use that Crystal Springs Creamery ice cream
yes,
too. It is
it's
quality.
truly
It is
the
to die
best.
for.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, all right. Well, if you're going to frequent Heritage, then you're going to need some money. So, Sabrina, let's talk
Money.
about on-campus jobs for students. Is it
Yeah.
too late for them to apply to get an on-campus job?
No.
How do they apply?
It's not too late. It's actually just starting. So there are on-campus jobs for really anyone that wants one. There's so many different offices, and dining commons is another job, but there are so many offices that use student workers throughout the semester just to help around. Like the financial aid office has 2 student workers, and student accountants, where we are housed as well, they have a student worker. So it's just nice to have that extra help throughout the year. But yeah, you can apply at on our website. It's studentjobs.betheluniversity.edu, and you can also see all of the jobs that are available.
Perfect.
Love that.
You have a student worker.
I do.
We have student workers too.
Yep.
Lots of
Thank
offices
goodness
around
for
campus
that.
have student workers. They
Yeah.
will start advertising for them if they don't get enough students. So be looking for those announcements. They usually come in chapel.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. Now, I've heard how wonderful Bethel is, but I'm at another university and now I've decided I want to transfer. Is it too late for me to transfer, Elena?
No, it is not. No, not at all. So Kristen mentioned earlier the process of how to apply. You would go through that exact same process, fill out the application on our website. It is still free for transfers, just like first-time freshmen. Once you get that application submitted, then you would need to send us all of your previous college or university transcripts, have those requested from those previous universities over to us. And then we are able to review it and make an admission decision. For transfers, the GPA that we look for is a little bit different than that of our first-time freshmen. We look for a cumulative college GPA of 2.0 or higher. We can calculate that in-house and then let you know. You may also have to send in your high school transcript to us as well. So it's better safe than sorry. So you should probably send that over to us as well and we can let you know if we need it. But yes, not too late at all.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay, but I've worked with a lot of transfers, and the big question that I get from them is, how do I know how many credits are going to transfer in?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
how do they handle that?
We always recommend, especially at this time of year, most classes are done. We're in the summer unless you're doing a summer class. So we highly encourage you send official copies of your college transcripts to us. That's just requesting it directly online from your current university to us. If you send us a screenshot, we probably won't be able to get it processed as quickly. So if you send those official ones over to us, we can actually send that over to our registrar's office, and they can review the classes that you've previously taken to see how they'll transfer over here. And then we can also connect you with an academic advisor if you'd like via email, and you can talk with them just about the program, how much time you might have left in order to complete your degree, and what you would still have to do here at Bethel. So we'd be happy to connect you with them, as well as get you that report, what your transfer credits would look like once those get evaluated.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. Sabrina, one more question for you, because we do hear this a lot from families. So let's say I filled out the FAFSA, but since I've filled out the FAFSA, my financial situation has changed. Let's say mom or dad has lost a job. How do I report changes to my financial situation?
Yeah, this happens way more than you think it does. We all know what's on the FAFSA is not actually what you can pay for and what you can actually use to pay for college. So there is a way that the financial aid office can change the FAFSA for you, but it has to come from us. Not the family can't make that change. So the FAFSA is based off of your 2022 tax information. So if you've had a financial change since then you can contact our office, and we will have you provide some documents, and then we can go ahead and update the FAFSA to reflect what your financial situation is now. Nice. We do these a lot. Some of the scenarios are like if you lose your job since 2022, or if you change jobs and it's less income, or if there's a divorce in the family, if you have out-of-pocket medical expenses that you're paying, if you have tons of that insurance isn't covering, we can use that to adjust your AGI on the FAFSA as well, to show that you don't really have that income to pay for school. Another one that we do a lot is for students and families that have more than one kid in kindergarten through 12th grade in a private school. We can use that tuition to reduce your AGI on the FAFSA.
So I can have kids in a private school, Christian school, and let you know, and then you can work some magic.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is a ton of information. So don't forget to drop your questions in the comments, because we're going to start taking questions now. So, Ashlyn, could you give us our first question?
So this is from Violet.
Hi, Violet.
I'm coming in fall 2025 as a student athlete, and me and another girl who are coming at the same time, being on the same team, are wondering if we can be roommates.
Oh, a roommate question.
Yes.
Elena, would you like to field that one?
Of course. Well, hi, Violet. Nice to virtually meet you. So yes, you guys can be roommates. So if you haven't already and you've decided, even if you're going to come in fall 25, that is great. If you have officially decided on Bethel, don't forget to submit your enrollment and housing deposits. That would be the first step into finding a roommate. Once you get those deposits submitted, then your admission counselor will be in touch with you about your My Bethel login credentials. So My Bethel is really the hub for everything as an incoming student, and then as you're a current student as well. We use Canvas for classes. You can access your email through there. But one of the things that you'll want to fill out in My Bethel is called a campus profile. So part of the campus profile is actually roommate selection. So if you go in knowing who you want to room with, they also would have needed to do the housing deposits and the enrollment deposits. You guys need to be at the same spot in the process to be able to find each other within that roommate selection part of the campus profile. And once you guys find each other, you just send invites to one another and accept the request, and that lets Student Life know that you guys want to room together. So, and if you come across any issues while doing that, again, please feel free to reach out to your admission counselor, to our admission office, and we'd be happy to figure out any glitches, or if we need to get you connected with Student Life to help with that, we are more than happy to do that.
We get roommate requests a lot, so we handle that question a lot. Ashlyn, do we have another question?
Yes, from Jeremiah. Are Bethel bucks still able to be used at certain local restaurants like Tradewinds and Politos?
Yes!
Here she goes.
She goes singing.
Yeah, there's a few local restaurants that do take them. I believe those are the ones that
And
you listed. So Trade
Puerta.
In
Puerto Vallarta,
Vallarta.
Express. Just is it an Express or is it an official one? I don't know.
Yeah.
But Puerto Vallarta
Regardless,
is
it's
right
delicious.
over there. It's delicious. It's so good. So they take it. Trade Winds, Politos as well. I'll take it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can use your Bethel bucks there if you just want to get away from campus dining for a meal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any other questions, Ashlyn?
Can you tell us a little bit more about spiritual life on campus?
Spiritual life on campus. Do I have a volunteer who wants to take that?
Everyone's looking at me. So there's a few different opportunities for spiritual life, and feel free to jump in if you think of anything that I'm leaving out. But first of all, chapel happens twice a week. Chapel is structured a lot like a contemporary church service. So it happens on Mondays and Fridays for about 50 minutes, and you will open up with some student-led worship, have some time for chapel announcements, and then you'll hear from a speaker. You'll hear from a wide variety of speakers, and some of them will really resonate with you, some of them might not so much, but all of them kind of invite you to ask the questions about why they made you feel that way, and those are some of the questions that really helped me build my faith and start to do some critical thinking about why my faith was important to me. There's also dorm Bible studies that happen, I believe weekly. It kind of varies from dorm to dorm, but those typically happen on Wednesdays or various throughout the midweeks.
So
Correct.
early in the semester, we have a spiritual emphasis week, and that kicks off our midweeks. And so you choose a midweek, and there are all sorts of different Bible studies. Some of them might be related to your team or your dorm or whatever, or the honors program. We also have Vespers, which is Wednesday nights. It's student run, student led, worship service. A student speaks and shares their testimony. The other thing that I don't know if you guys knew that has really taken off this past year, they just redid Shiloh, which is our prayer chapel, which is gorgeous. And they've been doing these worship nights in there.
I've seen that posted on social media.
Oh,
a
yeah?
lot. Yeah.
I have seen pictures. I've
That's
got two
awesome.
girls who attend. It's phenomenal, and it is usually packed, absolutely packed. Anything else coming through the questions?
One last question, is there anything to do in the area around campus?
Anything to do in the
Do you know
area
where we're
around
located?
campus? All right. Well,
Yes.
time is running short, so give us
Yes.
a quick synopsis.
Yes, I would say that the Mishawaka South Bend area, we're very urban. There is a lot to do in the area. We're positioned very unique in that behind campus is residential, but then in front of campus is all commercial. So there's shopping, there is food. If you like coffee shops, if you like bookstores, we have a Mishawaka River Walk. There's a river walk in South Bend. There's white water rafting, zip line course. Ice skating
Everything.
in the winter time.
Yeah, for sure.
You do not have to go far at all to go off campus. Mini golf, bowling, if you like that type of stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
We're 45 minutes from the beach, Lake Michigan. So students do that as well. There's so much to do. I could spend an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could because
Yeah.
you
never
get
need
out
to be
in the
bored
community
here,
a lot.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's all that we have time for today. We thank you for joining us. We hope this session has been helpful and helping you transition to college and pique your interest in Bethel. Remember that we are here to support you every step of the way. If you have any more questions, please reach out to our admissions team or visit our website. Bethel has a ton to offer. The only thing that we're missing is you. So we can't wait to see you on campus. Have a great day and go Pilots!
Yes!